Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cozy English Podcast, where learning English feels calm and easy. I'm Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Mike. You look excited today. What's going on?
I met someone really nice at the coffee shop this morning.
Oh, that's wonderful. You made a new friend.
I did. And you know what? I'm getting better at talking to new people in English.
You know, Mike, this is perfect for today's topic.
What do you mean?
Making friends, starting conversations with new people, introducing yourself, asking questions, all of that.
That's such an important topic. So many people feel nervous about talking to strangers in English.
And it's actually not as hard as people think. Let's talk about how to do it.
Yes, this is so useful. I wish I'd known all this when I first moved here.
Well, now you can share what you learned. Tell me, how did you actually start that conversation?
Well, we were both waiting for our coffee, and I just said, "Hi, the line is long today, isn't it?" She smiled and said, "Yes, it's always busy in the morning," and then we just kept talking.
That's perfect. You made a simple observation about the situation. That's one of the easiest ways to start.
So I can talk about what's happening around us?
Exactly. You can say things like, "It's busy today," "Nice weather," or "This place is nice." You're not asking anything personal, just making a comment.
This coffee smells good. Or, I love this song.
Perfect. And usually the other person will respond and agree. It opens the door for conversation.
And then what? What comes after?
Well, you can chat for a moment about the topic and then introduce yourself. You don't have to say your name immediately.
So I had a little conversation first, then I said, "By the way, I'm Mike."
Good. Let the conversation start naturally first.
And when I introduced myself, I kept it simple, just my name and one small thing. I come to this coffee shop every morning.
That's perfect. You said something about the place.
Then the other person introduced herself. She said her name is Emma.
And did you say, "Nice to meet you, Emma"?
I did. I used her name.
Excellent. Using someone's name makes it more personal and friendly.
So after we introduced ourselves, I needed to keep the conversation going. That's where questions come in.
Questions are so important. What kind of questions did you ask?
I started with easy ones. "Do you come here often?" She said yes, she works nearby.
Perfect. Those yes-no questions are great to start with, like, "Do you live in this neighborhood?" or "Do you work nearby?"
They're easy to answer and not too personal.
Exactly. They're comfortable questions that anyone can answer.
"Do you like this place? Is this your first time here?"
Yes, these are all good. And then, after a few of these, you can ask more interesting questions.
What do you mean?
Questions that need more than yes or no. Questions with what, where, how. Like, "What do you do?" or "Where are you from?" "How do you know this place?"
Okay, good. I asked Emma what she does, and she's a graphic designer.
And did you ask follow-up questions about that?
Yes. I asked, "What kind of design do you do, and do you enjoy it?"
Excellent. That's exactly what you should do. Follow-up questions show you're really listening.
So if someone says, "I love hiking," I should ask, "Where do you usually hike?" or "Do you hike often?"
Perfect. The conversation develops naturally that way.
And you know what else really helped? We found something in common. We both like cappuccino with oat milk. When she mentioned it, I said, "Really? Me too."
That's perfect. Finding common interests is so important for making friends.
Right. After that, the conversation became so much easier.
When you find something in common, you should definitely mention it. Say, "Oh, me too," or "I love that too," or "Really? Same here."
It creates a connection.
Exactly. And then you can talk more about that shared interest.
We talked about different coffee shops in the city. It was fun.
And while she was talking, did you show you were listening?
Yes, I said things like, "Oh, really?" and "That's interesting," and "Wow."
Perfect. Those small phrases are so important. They show you care about what the person is saying.
I also said "cool" and "That sounds fun" when she told me things.
Yes, phrases like, "Oh, really? That's so cool. I didn't know that." And "Tell me more." These keep the conversation flowing and show genuine interest.
So if someone says, "I went to Japan last year," I should say, "Wow, that's amazing. How was it?"
Exactly. You show interest and ask a follow-up question. It's perfect.
But Sophie, I couldn't just ask questions the whole time. I needed to share about myself too, right?
Absolutely. Balance is very important. You ask, then you share, then you ask again.
How do I share without talking too much about myself?
Well, after they answer, you can say, "Oh, you like hiking? Me too. I went hiking last weekend."
So I connect their answer to my own experience.
Yes, this helps the conversation feel natural.
If she says, "I'm from Texas," I can say, "Oh, cool. I've never been to Texas, but I'm from Canada."
Perfect. You share something about yourself, but you don't take over the conversation.
And then she might ask me about Canada.
Exactly. The conversation goes back and forth naturally.
Oh, and I made sure to smile and make eye contact.
Yes, body language is so important. Even if your English isn't perfect, a smile and friendly energy make a huge difference.
And I stayed present. I didn't look at my phone.
That's excellent. You showed you were genuinely interested in talking to her.
So it's not just what I say, but how I say it and how I act.
Exactly. Your whole attitude matters. Smile, make eye contact, be warm and friendly.
So then it was time to leave and we both had to go to work. How do you end the conversation politely?
You need to be polite and explain why you're leaving. What did you say?
I said, "It was really nice talking to you. I should get going."
Perfect. You were polite and you explained you had to leave. You can also say things like, "I have to run," or "I need to catch my bus," or "I have a meeting."
So I give a reason why I'm leaving.
Yes, it's more polite than just walking away.
And since I wanted to see her again, I asked for her number. I said, "We should hang out sometime. Do you want to exchange numbers?"
Excellent. That's friendly and direct. And did you suggest a specific plan?
Yes, I said, "Would you like to get lunch next week?" And we agreed on Tuesday.
Being specific is so important. If you just say, "Let's hang out sometime," it might never happen. But lunch next week is clear.
Right, I gave a specific activity and time frame.
You did everything right. You should be really proud of yourself.
I am proud, but I'm also a little nervous about Tuesday. What if I run out of things to talk about?
You won't. Just ask about her work, her hobbies, her weekend plans, and share about yourself too.
What if I make mistakes in English?
Mike, everyone makes mistakes. Most people are very understanding. They appreciate that you're trying.
I shouldn't worry so much about being perfect.
Exactly. Just be yourself. That's the most important thing. And remember, the more you practice talking to people, the easier it gets.
Every conversation is practice.
Yes. And look at you. A few months ago, you were scared to talk to strangers, and now you're making lunch plans.
I know, I've come a long way.
Everyone listening, we hope this episode helped you feel more confident when you meet new people and make friends.
Tell us, where do you usually meet new people?
Write your answer in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
And remember, if you're nervous about talking to people, just start small.
You don't need perfect English to make friends. Just be friendly and genuine.
You know what? I'm going to write down conversation topics tonight, just in case my mind goes blank at lunch on Tuesday.
You're going to prepare notes for a casual lunch date?
What if I forget how to speak?
You'll be fine, Mike. Just be yourself.
I know, but I'm still making a list. Maybe some interesting questions, some topics we can talk about.
You're very organized.
I like to be ready.
Okay, everyone. We'll be back soon with another fun episode.
Take care and be brave when meeting new people.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.